Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna start the day off with a video from CoinGecko. We're gonna use the CoinGecko website. I'll be using my cell phone today and not the laptop either. I think tomorrow I'll use a phone today and I'll use the laptop tomorrow to do research. But today we're gonna go to the CoinGecko website. That's coingecko.com, and we're gonna click on the recently added section. We're gonna see if any of these tokens catches my eye. So we see one called Cinu, CINU, that little orange thing in the middle right there beside the 15%. It means it's on the Binance Smart Chain. So you know taxes are gonna be cheap, or fees are gonna be cheap to purchase these coins on the Binance Smart Chain. And let's see how long ago it was released. So scroll over, we can see it was released 2 hours ago. So we're gonna click on it, and the name of the token is Cheems Inu, or some people say Cheems Inu, but Cheems Inu was released 2 hours ago, but it has a trading volume of 1.1 million, and it currently has a total supply of, I think this is quintillion. I'm not sure if it's quintillion or whatever comes after quintillion. So that's a lot though. But let's go down, click on show info. So we click on show info. First thing we're gonna do is copy the contract address, and then we're gonna load their website and see what their website says. So it says, welcome to Cheems Inu, combining memes and crypto to bring both lulz and money to the masses of the internet. Get some Cheems Inu today. I showing you how to buy the token, showing you their chart, and you can read their white paper to see everything that has to do with this token. So it says Cheems Inu, mint your Cheems Inu NFT. The cost is 0.3 BNB each. Simply connect your wallet and mint below. So that's showing you how to mint, and just giving you a little information. It says that the buy tax is 10, sell tax is 15. Sell tax is kind of high, but I'm starting to realize that some of these higher sell taxes, they kind of help the token in a way, because the higher the sell tax is, some of the times it what's the word, it, I wouldn't want to say forces people to hold, but it there's a better incentive to hold on to the token for a longer while. When you make enough profit, then you can possibly sell, because you won't care about the sell tax too much. But if you only make a certain amount of profit, or a certain small amount of profit, you probably would not want to sell with a 15% sell tax. So that kind of allows people to have a incentive to hold on to the tokens longer. But let's go down. It says Cheems Inu features powered by memes. Who on the internet doesn't love memes? Cheems Inu is a meme in itself that hopes to inspire. It says low buy, high sell. So this is what I was saying. So buyers enjoy 10% tax, while sellers are punished with a 15% sell tax. So that's what I was just saying. So it's easy. It's always best with a high sell tax. People are more prone to holding for a longer while. All right, so a high supply. A high supply means everyone can get in and own a substantial stake in Cheems Inu, as price will only go up from here. Well, I don't agree with the high supply. It's always best to have a low supply, because a low supply of any product, whether it be cars, food, games, cell phones, as long as there's a low supply, the price will be high. So that's why most, or almost every single tokens on the market, their main aim is to burn tokens, or get rid of get the total supply down as fast as possible in order to raise the price of their, or value of each token. So it says taxes that work for you. It says our taxes are evenly split into a liquidity pool and marketing funds. Sit back and let us grow the token for you with the taxes from our loyal buyers and those paper hands. Alright, so it says generous max wallet. Alright, so it says we limit you to 3% of the supply that you can hold at any time. This generous amount doesn't hinder large investment like some tokens. Well, that's good if buyers are only limited to purchasing 3%. That's really good. So you won't have a whole bunch of whales coming in buying huge amounts of these tokens, and then when the price go up, they just dump it all, and then the token can crash. So that 3% limit, that's really good. And it says active devs, what questions frequently asked questions, and that's it right there. We're gonna go to poocoin first. We're gonna paste the address, Cheems Inu. That shows the total supply, shows it has a market cap of 5.5 million, and it's going up. And we're gonna see if the liquidity is locked. So we're gonna click on the liquidity pool holders. We're gonna click on holders. Are those two first addresses are locked, because you see those little paper things beside it. So it's 51 plus 47, so that's 90. Just call it 99%. That's locked. All right, so that's locked. All right, let's see if the contract, the ownership has been renounced. We're gonna scroll up, click on read. We're gonna go down. We gotta find something that says get owner or just simply owner. If you don't see a whole bunch of zeros, that means the owner has not been renounced. All right, so here it shows owner ends with C7, 6C7. So this means that the ownership has not been renounced, which means the owner can actually go in and change certain things, like change the buying and selling feature, where people will probably be unable to sell or anything like that, stuff like that, that would benefit them instead of the token holders. On the other hand, the owner not being renounced can also help the token, because they can do certain things that will help the token if they mean the token well. So it's a 50-50% chance that the owner will be meaning the owners of the token, holders of the token well. So it's all a 50-50 chance the owner will either be good or a bad owner. Let's see if we can find the owner address somewhere else. So here it is, C6, C7. So we see it in both places at number 29 and at number 21. All right, let's go back and let's see how many holders there are. It says there's currently 3,748 holders, and let's go see how much. Remember, they said there's a limit to 3% for any holder or anybody who's buying the token. So if we see any addresses, the first address is the burn address. That's where, when you buy certain tokens, a part of their contract sets up this, the system is set up in a way that when everybody buy or sell, some of the tokens you sell gets sent to, as a part of the buy tax or the sell tax, a part of that tax goes to the burn address where the token supply gets burned. So say you sell 100 tokens, probably 2 tokens or 3 tokens out of that gets sent to the burn address, and that gets taken out of the token supply. So that in turns raise the value of the token in the long run. The more tokens that get sent to the burn address raises the value of the token. So the burn address, and then that pancake swap, that wallet is locked. So those 2 first wallets don't count. Those are like, those 2 wallets don't count. The burn address don't count, and then the number 2 one don't count because it got that little paper leaf thingy on the left hand side. So that means that wallet is locked, so can't nobody touch that. So they said people are limited to 3% purchases. You cannot hold more than 3%. So this number 3, if when I scroll over to the right, I should not see more than 3%. So let's scroll over. All right, so here we see it's less than 3. So somebody bought 2.9%, another 2.3, another 1.3. So it looks like whatever they said about their contract, that their contract states that nobody can own more than 3%, is correct. So I'll give them props for that. Nobody is currently holding more than 3%. So let's give them their props for that. We're gonna go to Token Sniffer and see what score Token Sniffer gives them. All right, they get a 30. All right, so let's see. They say people are able to sell, people are able to buy. So we already see the buy tax and the sell tax, and we already saw that the ownership has not been renounced. The owner or creator wallet has less than 10%. The liquidity though, only 51.71% of the liquidity has been locked, and that's just been locked for about 3 months. So if you're doing a research into this token, guys, there's only 67 days left for that lock. So if I was the one thinking about buying this token, I would go to their Twitter and I would go to their Telegram and ask them why only half the liquidity has been locked, or why only, where's the other half. But I think if you go read their white paper or their light paper, I'm not sure which one I don't remember which one they had. So if it's light paper or white paper, they probably put the reason why only half of it has been locked. They probably using half of it to do certain type of promotions or advertisements or stuff like that. So we gotta read the white paper to see what they say in the white paper, or go to their Twitter or Telegram and ask an admin of those pages will get back to you. They always get back to you in no time, like a couple minutes. I notice most of them, they get back to you within a couple minutes. But we're gonna go back to poocoin, because we didn't check this buys and sells. So in the last hour, we see that it's been going up for the last hour. All right, let's see the buys and sells here. Let's see if there's any pattern of one person with the same address selling more than once, or 3 times or 4 times. So let's see if we have a pattern of that, or is it more natural where you see different addresses selling and different addresses buying. So here we see 2 different addresses just bought. That's 3. So let's see 4 addresses sold, and there are 4 different addresses. A couple different addresses just bought. Then we see 2 different addresses just sold. 1 bought, 2 separate addresses sold. So looks like there's nothing suspicious in here where suspicious accounts are buying and selling. So I'll give them a plus for that also. Let's go see what BSCheck says about this token, if we get a warning and what the warning is. We're gonna check. We get a warning. So let's see what we got the warning for. All right, so we got the fees warning only at the top, and that's because of the sell tax at 15%. But we already stated that a high sell tax, as long as it's not like a 50 or 80 or 70% sell tax, this is just a 15% tax. It stops people from just buying this 1 hour and then selling the next hour. It allows people to, or it makes people have a more incentive to hold on to the token for a longer time, instead of just buying a lot then selling right away as soon as the price goes up by 5%. Because that's what a lot of people do. They put in like $2,000. As soon as it goes up by 10%, they cash out. So in like an hour, they can probably make $200. So this stops them from doing that. There's the owner address again, the 6C7. So they got a warning for that. The liquidity, the top dev with liquidity only owns, highest one owns 1.25%. That's good. The liquidity lock is 56 and 43. So liquidity looks right. I'm gonna have to go check. So here are the top 4 holders, less than 3%. I'll have to give them their props for having everybody. I think this is one of my top 10 tokens that the top holders have less than 3%. All top holders have less than 3%. So I have to give them their props for that. All right, let's go. I'm not sure where. Let's go back to poocoin. No, let's go to tokensniffer. Let's see where they lock their liquidity. I'm gonna go down. Let's click on Mudra Locker. So they locked it in Mudra Locker. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Oh, let's enter address, paste, research. Alright, say ownership not renounced. Token burn only 19%. And the liquidity value here is $288,000. That's really good, even though it's only for 2 months roughly. Because we know that it's gonna be coming out on February 1st, I think. But at least it's the value of it is 288,000. I don't think there's much I would want to go deeper into this. I think you guys can go out and ask the questions you have about this token in their Twitter and their Telegram. But guys, you always got to remember, you can't just use my videos to decide whether or not you want to buy a token or not buy a token. You always got to go out and do extra research before deciding whether or not to invest in these tokens. You can use my video as a guide to know what to check for. But please guys, if you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed to the channel as yet, please choose any one of those or choose all 3. You can do all 3, but please subscribe to the channel because I do videos like this every single day. I choose different cryptocurrencies to do every day, usually from the recently added list of CoinGecko or Coin Market Cap. But if you have a request for me to do a video on a certain coin, I will. So please put that in the comment section and I'll try to do a video on that request as soon as I can. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.